Hello,
Hi, hello.
hello, hi, good evening. How are you doing?
Good evening. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. And how about you?
I'm doing good too. I think I'm meeting you after a long time yet again. And I came across your YouTube channel. I had no clue. I literally had zero clue that you are a content creator on YouTube. And I think one of my other learners told me about your channel, and they said that I saw your video on your my I mean they saw my video on your channel, and I was very shocked that okay, you have a YouTube channel. I had no clue, so I came across your YouTube channel, and I think the content that you're creating, of course, they are recorded videos and all, right? But I think that's really productive, and that's really something that's going to help your viewers as well, right? And you have crossed around three k subscribers, I think, on YouTube.
Yeah, I crossed it long ago, but I'm not very much active on this channel. I just upload
Okay,
the videos when I take session with tutors. And if somebody
okay,
connect with me, then I can end up talking with that learner also. There are
all right.
co-learners who sometimes connect with me, and I also connect with them sometimes. That is the only
Okay.
motto. Otherwise, I don't have anything to do with the channel.
All right, but I think that's something that's really exciting and it's really productive. I had no clue. Like you have never told me about that. Right? So when the other learner told me, I was like, what? And I think he also has a YouTube channel, so he told me, and I was like, what? I have no clue. Oh, I had no clue. So yeah, when I got to know, I was very excited. I checked out your channel and I saw that you have a good amount of following, right? And also the best thing that you're saying now is that you connect with co-learners, and that absolutely ensures that you have more practice, right? And that's why you have achieved this kind of fluency in the language, proficiency in the language as well, right? So yeah, I think you're creating a community of co-learners, of people who want to be involved in learning and teaching English as well, right? And improving their speaking communication skills. So that's really great. I think in our country, the biggest not the flaw, but I think one thing we really lack is that we do not form communities based on specific interests or specific kind of experiences, right? So this community thing exists in the Western countries, where they have, suppose they have a community for people who have experienced the death of a loved one, like the loss of a loved one, right? So they have this sense of community, that okay, we have shared trauma or shared experiences or shared goals, so we are going to form a community. But in India, I think that's really something that's lacking, right? But you are creating that, and you should be very proud of yourself for it.
Okay.
So what was the motivation behind this? Was it solely because you want to connect with other co-learners, or was it also to help them out?
No, it is just I'm uploading because when I started the journey, I watched some of the students are doing that. So that's somehow I got inspiration from them that, okay, let me try. And that's how it started actually. So initially I got a lot of following and I was also very much active and I used to do something like, like some words are there now when we speak. So I used to
Hmm.
write down those words on the screen so that people can understand. But nowadays, I don't do
Okay.
that. I just upload and I feel happy to do that only this much.
Okay, so initially you had that zeal, now you're losing it. Are you saying that, or are you just content with whatever
Losing means
fluency
I
level
am not
you
very much
possess?
into it. I just I just feel happy that I upload. If there is some sessions go well, and I do that. Sometimes some sessions do not go well, and I fumble a lot. So I edit that portion and I upload.
Ah, that's not right. You should maintain the transparency, I think. Right. It's not more about transparency, but even in our we can accept, if you can accept our own weaknesses, our own flaws, that makes us stronger, right?
But it's sound very awkward. I mean, I feel embarrassed that I
Ah,
start
sometimes
doing
that is.
oh like this. Many a times I end up saying or so when I watch it, so I find it very embarrassing. Sometimes that's why.
Okay, all right. Yeah, that's also valid, of course. Even if I go for any kind of competition, or something, and I'm on stage and I start fumbling or start pausing too much, then definitely I would also be embarrassed and I would never upload that video on YouTube or anywhere else. Anyways, I'm not even.
By the way, I just want to ask you, are you okay with this that I upload the session?
Yeah, yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Right. I
Because
think I've already given my approval previously.
once it so happened, I used to take session on Cambly. Do you know Cambly app?
Yeah, yeah, I think I've heard of it. Yeah.
Okay, so in Cambly app, there are all native speakers
Right.
so from all over the world, like America, Australia, UK. So once I did a session with one South African tutor. So I did
Mhm.
not know that she would not like it. So I uploaded the video after the session. So one fine morning, I got a message from her that you upload a session of us without my permission. You should take it down. So I received the message and I took it down.
Right, right. Of course, I think there are certain tutors, even on this platform, who are not very okay with their videos being uploaded on YouTube. And before we even join, you actually give our approval, right? So whether we ask whether we are okay with it or not. So yeah, for me, perfectly fine with it if you upload my videos. I mean, who doesn't like to be popular? It's not like that. I'm just joking. But yeah, I think if our sessions can be productive for other learners, if they can help other learners as well, your co-learners, right? That will definitely help me feel a little bit more grateful about what I do, right?
And one more
I
thing,
already feel very blessed.
one more thing, it helps in their way. Like there are other learners who are also taking classes on this app. So they get to see the tutor, how they are teaching. So suppose
Right,
I am
and that way
talking
they
with
can
you and
find
I uploading,
somebody.
so other learner find it interesting and they can connect with you. I mean, they can book your session. In the same
Right,
way, when I
exactly.
saw other tutors taking session and other students are also uploading, when I saw those videos and I found it interesting, then I book session with those tutors also. So it also work in that way also.
Right, exactly. That's the thing, And always we should remember one thing that again, forming the community and helping others. That's what we are doing over here, right? If somebody's not comfortable with it, then it's all right. And we can understand their concerns. But I am perfectly fine with it. And I think again, if the videos reach not just mine, but if any video of any tutor reaches to a lot of audience, right, that's going to help them gain some confidence, right? That's going to help them improve themselves, improve their fluency, and that's all that we're doing over here. The end goal is that, right? So even if a learner is benefited just a little bit, that's also a huge thing. At least for
Yeah,
me, that is.
yeah, sure.
Right. So I'm. By the way, I'm sorry for the background noise. Maybe you're able to hear people burning firecrackers. I don't know what's happening, why they are doing it, but yeah, that's
Oh,
that's something that's regular here.
is it? They're burning firecrackers.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
today,
think there is some wedding or
today
something.
only Good Friday. Other than that, I don't think any other occasion.
You don't know the weddings of Uttar Pradesh. My God,
Oh,
weddings
wedding.
in Uttar
Okay, okay,
Pradesh.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Weddings in
wedding
Uttar
is
Pradesh
then
are a
it's okay.
whole different thing. Right. So
Yes,
there's a
yes.
procession also going on just near just outside the campus, right? And the procession is creating. They were creating a lot of noise. We called the police and yeah, we did our own job, and now the volume is low, but they're still burning firecrackers. So you might
Oh,
be able to hear a little bit of background noise. Right. So, speaking of weddings, right? What kind of weddings do you like to visit? Do you like subtle, very minimalistic weddings, or do you like loud and very
not loud, not
grand
loud.
weddings?
Moderate one, not very subtle one, but
Moderate.
not very loud one also.
Tell me about your wedding if you're comfortable with it.
My wedding,
It's
it's
been a
a
long
simple.
time.
It was a simple ceremony.
That's all. How many people were there to attend? When did that
Okay,
happen? And what is the most memorable memory that you can think of from your wedding?
it was happened long ago. It was in the year 1995, and the month was February, exactly 9th February.
Oh my god,
So
I think that's
we
the Valentine's week as well, right? Someday must be that day, Rose Day or
It's
something.
it started, yes, yes, maybe chocolate day or something like that.
Yeah, starts
I'm
with
not sure.
Rose. Again, I am also not very sure. Right. So yeah,
Yeah.
February, the month of love, 1995. That's great. So yeah.
Uh, so we begin our journey. It was only around 40 kilometers from our place, the bride's house. So we started in the evening and reached there at around 8 p.m. And it's nothing but a simple ceremony. There was nothing worth mentioning actually. It was like a low-key affair, nothing else.
Uh, Not worth, worth. There was not.
Not
There's nothing
worth,
worth
not
mentioning.
worth mentioning. There was not any even worth mentioning. It was just a low-key affair.
I feel like you are not actually stating the right things. But if it's your wedding, I think mentioning is definitely there. Must be definitely different things that are worth, not just one, but multiple things that are worth mentioning and worth remembering as well, right? Maybe you're not mentioning it, but I'm sure you remember every detail of it. Do you?
It's like simple, that happens in every wedding, and the Bengali, particularly that you are also from a Bengali
Mm.
community, how. But in Kolkata, I think it is something different, and the celebration is more in your place, I think.
Right. In Kolkata, the celebrations are a little bit grand. Okay. And yeah, that happens. But I just saw that you are getting confused in past and present tense while you are saying it. It was happened. It happened a long time ago. Not was happened, right?
Yes, it happened.
It happened a
Yes,
long time ago, or I got married a long time ago. It has been 30 years now, exactly 30 years. Just a few months ago, you must have
yes,
celebrated your
30.
30-year anniversary, right? 30th year. My God. Staying together for 30 years. Very hard to find rare nowadays, I think. And then we have then you talk about the month of love, and then again you said it's nothing. It's very simple, nothing worth mentioning. It was very simple.
It
When we
was
see
very
it's,
simple. Yeah,
yeah,
it was very
exactly.
simple.
It is. So it not it's it was. Right? It was a very simple wedding, nothing worth mentioning. But I'm sure the memories are definitely worth remembering, right?
Yeah, because it happened once in one's life, so it will be
Once
something
in a life,
memorable for them. Yeah,
right? Memorable for them, for us,
I mean those who
for you.
those who get married, memorable for them.
Right. Memorable for all of the people who are married. Right.
I'm talking in the third person, memorable for
So
them.
you're pretty providing an objective view of your wedding. Wow. As if you were not present in it. Not playing an active role in it. Wow. Okay.
As if I
I
was
guess
made,
there is.
as if I was made to sit there and let them do whatever they wanted to.
Yeah, exactly. You were just sitting there and you were just observing other people in your own wedding, not even caring of that, not even realizing that you are the groom and you play an active role. Right? Very objective view of your own wedding. See, if I speak of my birthday as an objective thing, then you will also be equally awkward. That what is this person saying? It's her birthday, right? So yeah, I understand that, but I think with marriage there are a lot of responsibilities that come along, right? So initially,
Mhm.
how did you react to those responsibilities? How did you feel like? Did you feel burdened or overwhelmed, or did you realize that no, with the stress there is some kind of with the responsibility there is some kind of fun as well. How would you describe the kind of feeling, ambivalent feeling, which everybody goes through in the initial days of their marriage?
If I speak you, I mean, if I am honest and speak you the truth, is that when I got married, I was not getting much salary. Okay, so it was very difficult for me to do everything, even though I wanted to. And so I had to restrain myself on something like even going for honeymoon trip like that. So, but now when I see to myself and I think that if the situation now what I am in, if that situation at that time, in terms of financial independence, then I could do much better for me or for us. I also think I can think that. But one funny thing I can share with you that happened after I got married. I won a prize, first prize. There was a competition on Indian television. At the time, there was no cable TV, so it was on
Okay.
Doordarshan. After there was uh, there was a program, so which called
Program, not
yeah
program.
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 So it
Yeah,
was called
don't like bring out your Bengali accent.
so program was called Surabhi. After the program is over, at the end of the program, they used to ask one question. So we send the answer of that question every week. It must be on Sunday, every Sunday, I think. So far, I remember. And one day it so happened, both of us were watching the program, and my wife, I don't know how it happened. He just started, she just started saying that today we are going to win the prize. Today we are going to, going to win the prize like that. And it's happened, when I used to send the answer in a postcard. So when the programmer uh, showing the the winner. So I could see my handwriting on that postcard, and immediately I knew that it was me that I am going to win the prize.
My God, you must
So
be over. You must have been over the moon at that point,
I used to send
right?
two postcards, one in my wife's name and in my another one in my name. So the prize won in my wife's name. So I saw my wife's name in the postcard, and she won the first
Oh,
prize. So we are given to and fro journey in a place called Chittor in, uh, I think, Andhra
Rajasthan?
Pradesh. No,
Okay,
it
all
was
right.
Andhra Pradesh. And
All
two
right, all
days stay in a five-star hotel, five or three-star hotel, uh, to and fro journey, airfare.
right.
But
Wow.
now the funny
Wow.
thing is that what I said you earlier before starting this, I
Mm-hmm.
was so afraid of flying in a
Ah, right. You
airplane.
told me, right, right, that you are very scared of airplanes.
So I skipped the trip, and I did not avail of that opportunity that I got. That to happen just immediately after my marriage. I could have taken this opportunity as my honeymoon trip also.
Exactly, exactly. You should have. Oh my God, you won the first prize and you just let go of that prize. Not right, not right. But why? What? How did your wife react? By the way, I mean, if I were in your wife's shoes, I would be very, very angry. That why are you doing this? You have to get over your fears and you have to go to the trip no matter what.
No, she did
How
not
did your wife react to
reacted in that way. But it just happened. And one day we were traveling on a train, and
that?
the co-passengers with us, they are discussing that that yesterday there was a uh, woman on the prize. She happened to be from our place called Tinsukia like that. So she was telling to my wife, and then my wife told me that was me that won the prize.
Oh my God! But I just want to say congratulations. I think your wife and her, affirmations, she manifested it literally. I feel like right? That's the reason behind you winning the prize. And even though you did not avail that facility, you didn't go to the trip. But still, I think it's something that's worth mentioning and worth remembering as well, right? Also, it's
Yes,
won the prize. Okay,
won the
initially, I think you
prize.
said prize, right? But it's
On the
prize.
on the prize.
Yes. Right. Another important thing, question. Question.
Question.
Yes. That's the pronunciation, not question. I think once you said question, the next time you corrected and said question.
Question.
Right? Yeah, and program, we say pronam, right, in Bengali pronam?
Program.
Same program. Yeah,
Program.
yeah.
Program.
The is prominent. Got it? It's not program. The r was missing
Pro.
while he was speaking.
Program.
Yes, that's
Program.
the
Okay.
pronunciation. Right. So you made a little bit of pronunciation error in this answer, but it's all right. No grammatical errors. So grammar wise, you're doing absolutely fine. Right. So yeah, but just one error in terms of grammar. That was you said there was the program there used to be this program that aired on the television, and that was called Shuropi, right? Once the program is over, not is,
Was over.
was over. Exactly. Just one error that I noticed. Apart from that, everything was all right. Grammar wise, you're doing pretty well. Just that you have to work on the pronunciation and the MTI, right? And we have been working on it throughout all of our sessions, I think. But I think this incident is something that's very, very, fortunate. So I remember when I was a kid, I used to watch these shows like Didi Number One and Dadagiri, and I used to message, send the SMSs, and I never won any prize, and I was very angry. I had that frustration, built-in frustration, that built up frustration that these people are never going to give me the prize and all. And I always used to wonder, how do the people who win the prize, how do they win it? Right now, I'm seeing a person who has won the prize, and I'm feeling envious. Right. But I also went to, I think I auditioned for Dadagiri and went till the second or third round, but I was not selected for the final round, well, for the final telecast. So yeah, I was pretty unlucky. I think
Okay.
for
So
that.
did you get to see Saurav Ganguly there in the audition?
Yeah, I did. I not in the audition, but we went to the place where the venue where it was shot, right?
Hmm.
Back then, where the shooting happened back then. It was in Kolkata, somewhere in the interior areas, but the entire place was very, very, very grand, right? So we saw him coming out of that venue, of the hall, right, where it's shot. So I didn't get to meet him or talk to him, but I just saw him from a
Hmm.
distance. Right, him and that and also Shaboni Shane. Have you heard? Do you know Shaboni Shane? She's a
No.
Rabindra Sangeet. She sings Rabindra Sangeet. And I
Okay.
hope I'm saying the name correctly. Yeah, I think her name is Shaboni Shane or Shaboni something. I don't recall the name exactly. Right. So yeah, we saw her as well. That episode was a special one, and they had all of in that episode. They were all singers and all, right? So yeah, I saw that, and I think my Dadagiri dream was never accomplished, and I don't know whether it will ever be accomplished or not. Now that there are more than 10 or 12 seasons, 12 or 13 seasons probably, and now I don't even follow it so religiously or so ardently, right? So yeah,
Uh,
that dream never got fulfilled. Got it. But I think you should have gone for the trip though.
It was, you see,
Really
it
should.
was
Do
happened.
you regret it?
It happened in the year 1995, and
Mhm.
it took me another 5 years and 16 years to board a aeroplane. I got the courage to board a aeroplane after 16
My
years.
God.
I
My God.
started my aeroplane journey in the year 2011. That too, after much persuasion by my colleagues. There were five colleagues who wanted me to board on the plane because they wanted me to go with them. So that's how it
So
started.
where
And
did you
then
go?
it was a small journey from Aizawl, Aizawl, Mizoram's capital.
Yeah, yeah, Mizoram Aizawl. Yeah.
So we were posted there for 3 months, and while coming after the tenure, while coming back to Guwahati, so we were six people so far I remember. So I wanted to come by bus, but they uh, insisted me to go with them on the private plane. So that's I
So to a
started
certain extent compelled.
journey, my first journey on plane in that year.
Wow. Okay, so I think that is something that's memorable at least, right? It's always good to brave your fears, I think. Always good to overcome your fears.
And I was so afraid after boarding when it started to run the in the runway. I just closed my eyes and did not see either way. I just sat and sit and I. But thereafter, sometime I just I got it was just something relax. I felt.
Now do you still feel scared, or are you okay with it? Absolutely fine.
Eh,
No worry, no
when I
problems.
board just before starting, uh, there is some anxiety, but after
Okay.
taking off, it's okay.
All right. I am glad to hear that you overcame that fear and now you can travel confidently in an aeroplane. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So since we have had I think we have had a very unique kind of discussion in today's session.
It was
Right.
all because of you. You broached up the issue of marriage, and I could say
Uh,
something about that also.
right. Right. But do you regret not going on that trip, or do you feel no regrets at all?
Yeah, regret would be there because it was something
Golden
that,
opportunity.
yeah.
Right. It's all right. I mean, opportunities keep coming
Now I
in.
have forgotten actually. I have even forgotten. Just all of a sudden it came to my mind and I shared it
See
with
that
you.
this is why sessions are so exciting and so enriching, because it's also equally rejuvenating. You always keep recollecting memories which give you some sense of positivity and nostalgia as well,
And I have
right?
shared with this incident with 3 or 4 tutors already, I think, during this
Oh,
journey from 24 years journey, 4 5 year journey.
all right, and I'm very privileged that I am also one of them. Very glad to hear that. All right then. So your prime focus for now should be pronunciation. You use good vocabulary in every session, but in today's session it was a little repetitive. So you said the word insisted, right? And then I said you could have said persuaded, or you could have said compelled as well, right?
Hmm.
So yeah, but you use good vocabulary. In some sessions, it's all right to use basic vocabulary as well. But in today's session, the major concern was the present and past tense, the confusion between that and the pronunciation, which I corrected. All the pronunciations I've corrected already. So just keep practicing those words. Use a shadowing method if possible, right? And also. Just work on the present and past tense. Just make sure whenever you're talking about the past, you use the past tense, an action in the past, right? And not
Okay.
the past in the present context. You use the simple past tense. That's all. Any
Okay.
questions?
No, it's okay.
All right, then I'll take your leave for today. Hope you enjoyed the session. Till I'll see you once again. Till then, take care of yourself. Keep practicing and keep improving. Bye bye. Good night.
Thank you. Thank you very much.